Introduction to Computers and Information Systems. We're going to talk briefly about these items right here. This first section, computer system or computing systems. Hardware are the actual physical equipment, things you can see and touch. So we have smartphones, tablets, PCs, workstations, servers, and so forth. Software are the instructions that tells the computer what to do. We have some programming, let's say a word processing program, which allows us to organize information and allows us to perform some tasks. For example, there is some software that's allowing me to create the images on the screen here. Explain everything. I'm doing it on an iPad. So I'm using a piece of hardware, an iPad, and I'm using an app. Explain everything. And that app is allowing me to create this short video. Third of our four major parts are people. People make it work. We have users. These are people who know how to use a computer. They're not really concerned about how it works, they just know how to use it, make use of it. An expert is anyone that knows a little bit more than a typical user. It might be somebody who knows a little bit more about gaming, or somebody who knows a little bit more about operating systems. Maybe somebody knows a lot more about certain things in terms of technology. In the course, we want to take wherever people are at in the spectrum, wherever they're at. We'll have different people with different skills, and we just want to take each one and move them a little further up, or a lot further up, depending on how hard they want to work at. It's important to understand that people use computing devices, people design and build hardware, and people write and develop software. It isn't like it just automatically appears. Okay? The fourth key item, networking, being able to communicate between computing devices. And there is a nice video that shows that. We're not going to do that now. So, if we were to think of, we have devices. Let's say you have a laptop, okay? Or maybe you have a smartphone. Or we're working on a PC in the lab. These devices can talk to some often called intermediate network devices. Whether your smartphone is communicating through the air, the laptop communicating through the air, this computer communicating through a wire, maybe even you have a tablet, and the tablet's communicating to the network. This, for example, this might be, maybe this is NIACC, and we're on campus and we communicate to NIACC. NIACC can then communicate, use another network or another structure, maybe the internet, to communicate to another network. And maybe this network here is Amazon. Amazon has hardware, and maybe somewheres they have some hardware and a work server hooked to a large storage, or lots of work servers connected to lots of storage, lots of hardware, in which they keep the prices and so forth and all the products. Their network we can use then. This means, let's say you're on your smartphone and you look up something from Amazon. So your smartphone's going to use an app of some sorts, or a piece of software, maybe some type of browser. The browser could be on the laptop. So we're going to use some type of software to communicate through the network to get some data from Amazon, and then they can send it back to our device. And then maybe you're going to buy something from Amazon, and we can communicate here to Amazon. Amazon get the money from our bank, and they put it in their bank, and we get a receipt. And next thing you know, UPS, they get information from Amazon that tells them to send out the truck. It comes to your house, and you get your brand new thingamajig. Alright? Looks a little messy, but this is a good start when we talk about the main things. We have people. Alright, so we have people. People right here. People using the devices, using software, some software, let's say a browser or something, that's allowing them to communicate to other networks, and they have hardware there. And there's people at Amazon who wrote all kinds of software that allows us to come in, look at the products they have, and then being able to get the product shipped to our house. And that's it for that section. The devices.